Hello, and welcome to another essay application overview for the Act 6 Leadership and Scholarship Initiative. This is not a essay breakdown, but is a really quick overview of some language that we know students often have questions about. So I'm just going to go through some of the big terms that you'll find in the Act 6 essay. I'll talk about them a little bit, and then hopefully this will help you explain more about yourself and more about your community and how you will show up on your college campus. Let's jump in. So the first word I'm going to go over is community. Act 6 is a community leadership scholarship. We love community, but what does community mean? To us, when we talk about community, we are usually referring to geographic location. So your community might be in Minneapolis. Your community might be in Tacoma. Your community might be in Portland, or in Spokane, or in Yakima, or in Chicago, many of the places where Act 6 students call home. Community for you can mean geographic location. It can also mean faith community, traditional community. It can be a subset of community. So maybe you're a part of a bilingual community or a part of a large group of people who speak multiple languages. So think about community for yourself. How would you define it? And then make sure you share that definition. Let's talk about ethnicity. So when we talk about ethnicity, we're really referring to the ethnic community that you are a part of. So not necessarily race. We are really talking about the various nationalities and communities that are a part of all of our cities, right? So you could be African American. You could be Irish or German. You might identify as Chinese or Korean, as Latino or Latinx. You might identify as multi-ethnic, and so you have many different components and many different nationalities comprised in your identity. So that's what we mean by ethnicity. Let's talk about culture or cultural background. So culture and ethnicity are very different things. Culture really aligns itself with other aspects of your identity that are informed by a larger group of people. So there is a culture associated with people who are from Spanish-speaking communities, yes, but there's also the culture of being a woman or being a man. There's the culture of military communities. There's the culture of being of a certain economic status. There's the culture of being someone who's been able to travel outside of the US or has migrated from one part of the world to the other. Think about what cultures you are comprised of and how those cultures have impacted your life. Some students think that leadership for us means that you are in a formal position of leadership. So ASB, you're the captain of a team, you're the president of a club. For us, though, leadership includes that definition, but is expanded to all forms of leadership. So maybe ask yourself, how have you led in the last 24 hours? Are you the person who gets yourself up in the morning? That's leadership. Do you have a job that you have to support yourself financially or to help support your family? That's also leadership. Are you the first person in your class to speak up? That's leadership. Or maybe you're the person in class who's really, really thoughtful and is thinking about the complexity of all the things in the room before you speak. That too is leadership. And all of those things are the types of leadership that we want in our community and the types of leaders that we want in our Act 6 program. You don't have to have a long history of formal leadership to get Act 6. In fact, we are actively trying to get a group of students together who display various types of leadership styles and experience. So you have no greater or lesser amount of chance of getting Act 6 if you've been the president of every club on the planet. You can be an emerging leader right now at this time of your life, someone who is interested in leadership, but really wants to find a way to be a leader in their own unique way. And we love that. So if that's you, you should be applying to Act 6.